Honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening to you all. It is my great pleasure to welcome you to VPP's All-Star Night. My name is August Taylor. I'm a senior at Suitland High School here in Prince George's County, Maryland. Woo! Go Rams! I know firsthand how important the work of Venture Philanthropy Partners and its Ready for Work initiative are. Ready for Work has made a huge difference in my life. As a senior, I'm thinking about life after high school, about college, and definitely how to start my career. Ready for Work prepared me by helping me think about what I need to do to achieve my goals and to actually learn the skills that will get me there. Ready for Work is a partnership of VPP, the county, the school system, local employers, philanthropy, and nonprofits. This partnership works across Prince George's County, directly in High Point, Oxon Hill, and Suitland High School. One day during my sophomore year, I was talking to a friend who told me about an organization called Peer Forward. She said I should check it out. Peer Forward trains students, who are called peer leaders, to talk to their friends and classmates about how important it is to go to college and connect them to people and resources that can help them apply to schools and for financial aid. My family can tell you that I've always had natural leadership skills, but through Peer Forward, I learned that persistence, self-advocacy is what I need to become a leader in my school. Now, I'm a peer leader captain, and this year I was also elected senior class president at Suitland High School. My experience with Peer Forward has helped me become an advocate for pursuing big goals after high school. As a peer leader captain, I help other students with things like personal statements, the FAFSA, and understanding that there are other options after high school, like college, military, or even trade school. Peer Forward is just one of the 5 organizations that include Hillside Work Scholarship Connection, Maryland Multicultural Youth Center, Urban Alliance, and Year Up. They are all part of Youth Connect, one piece part of Ready for Work initiative. Together, this network supports students through a wraparound approach that helps make sure each student has access to the right resources so we are ready for a successful life after high school. Tonight, we'll be celebrating local leaders whose generosity has made all this work possible. Representing one of those supporters is our first speaker, Phyllis James, Chief of Diversity and Corporate Responsibility Officer of MGM Resorts International, to welcome us all to the MGM at the National Harbor.
So it is my privilege and honor to welcome Venture Philanthropy Partners and all of you assembled here tonight to MGM National Harbor. I am sure that you would all agree with me after this wonderful cocktail hour that MGM National Harbor has set a new standard for luxury and special events in this region, just as MGM Resorts hoped that it would. And I want to give a nod right now to one of our business partners, our MGM National Harbor President, Melanie Johnson, and the sensational property team who are serving us here tonight. Let's give them a round of applause. We are absolutely delighted to host tonight's celebration of 19 years of community service by Venture Philanthropy Partners in building a better future of positive economic livelihood for at-risk youth in Greater Washington. At MGM Resorts, we pride ourselves on being the industry leader in corporate responsibility. And one of our primary focus areas for social impact is public education and development of young people for careers and opportunities to contribute to the economic well-being of themselves, their families, and their communities. So for that reason, we applaud and support VPP. I'm sure everybody does shrink it down to that. And their agenda, which is transforming lives, and the organization's Ready for Work initiative here in Prince George's County. We all know that the youth of today are the hope of our future, and the continuous success of society depends on the continuous success of our youth. I also want to extend congratulations to all of the awardees here tonight, including Kaiser Permanente. But on behalf of MGM Resorts, I want to extend a special note of recognition to former County Executive Rushern Baker and Industry Titan Milton Peterson, without both of whose tremendous efforts alongside MGM Resorts, there would have been no MGM National Harbor. I know many of you know that history. So I want to say personally, and I'm a daughter of Washington, D.C. I grew up in Washington, D.C., but I have many family members here in Prince George's County. But I want to thank Rushern, I want to thank Milt, and I want to thank Kaiser for setting such sensational and exceptional examples of leadership for all of us. And I want to thank VPP for fulfilling your mission so well in the communities of the DMV. And I want to thank each and every one of you assembled here tonight for coming to celebrate VPP's worthy cause, its stellar awardees, and the power and potential of the youth on whose behalf we are all convened here tonight. And before I turn the floor over, I would like to challenge each and every individual who's sitting in the room here tonight to do something extraordinary, to do something that you truly believe in, and to do it for no reason other than you want to make the world a better place for all humanity to live in. And with that, I want to thank you for allowing me to bring these greetings, and I'll turn it back over to our Mistress of Ceremonies. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. James. It is a treat for all of us to experience this beautiful resort tonight. I mean, look at the chandeliers. It looks like a Beyonce music video. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And now, I'm honored to welcome Carol Thompson Cole, President and CEO of Venture Philanthropy Partners, to the stage to tell you more about the important work VPP is doing to improve the lives of young people in Prince George's County and throughout the greater Washington area.
Good evening. Venture Philanthropy Partners welcomes all of you to our first VPP All-Stars Night. We are thankful that you joined us this evening to celebrate progress toward getting young people across this region ready for work. We believe that by joining together, investing our time, resources, and talents, that we will create greater outcomes for all of our young people. I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge several people. August Taylor, our wonderful MC. I met August on a visit to Suitland High School with several members of our board and investors, and they really talked about Youth Connect. We're blown away by August's insights, poise, and passion, and I'm thrilled that she's our MC. Tonight's honorary chair, County Executive Angela Alsobrooks. I had the pleasure of meeting her when she was a candidate for County Executive. I thank her for being committed to continuing the partnership that we have in Prince George's County. I want to also thank tonight's supporters, Kaiser Permanente, this evening's title sponsor, and our MVP sponsors, MGM National Harbor, the Peterson Family Foundation, and Mario and Dana Marino. I want to thank our Ready for Work partners that include Prince George's County Government, Prince George's County Public Schools, school leadership and staff at Suitland, Oxon Hill, and High Point High Schools, and all of our amazing nonprofit partners. I'd like to recognize Congressman Anthony Brown, the county council members that are here this evening, as well as the Prince George's County Public School Board members. VPP would not exist without the inspiration and determination of our co-founders, Mario Marino, Raul Fernandez, and Senator Mark Warner, and they're here with us tonight, and we thank you. I'd also like to thank the VPP board, our advisors, and all the leaders, investors, and the VPP team members that make our investments and all of our work so successful. And most important, a very special thank you to the young people who are here, part of Ready for Work, and especially those students that have joined us along with August, the musicians from Fame and High Point High School, and then you're going to meet Miles and Mackenzie Blagman and their family very shortly. I must say, all of us must work towards the goal of every student graduating from high school on time and with the academic and technical skills that will make them career and college ready. These are the same skills employers need and are looking for in young talent to fuel our community's economic growth and prosperity. This region is full of opportunities, and we work hard every day to ensure every graduate in Prince George's County and throughout our region is ready. VPP and Ready for Work were created to do that, to make sure that they're ready. With that, our mission, we do not give up. For our youth, we want them to thrive, we want businesses to thrive, and we want the community to thrive. We cannot afford to give up. Our region is undergoing constant change. With each new building and each new business comes promise, and it is up to each and every one of us to make sure those promises are kept. It is more important than ever that we ensure the young people who call Greater Washington home are ready for these new opportunities. They want to continue to live here, and they want to be a part of the collective well-being of our community. It takes an entire region working together, government, schools, nonprofits, and businesses to equip young people with knowledge and real-world skills. Together, we are connecting our students to internships and summer jobs where they can take the first steps on a career path and towards thriving adulthood. We are making the case to private employers about the benefit and economic value of hiring high school-aged employees. We have helped recruit 15 new private employers to join the Summer Youth Enrichment Program, which helped employ 3,100 students in the Summer Youth Enrichment Program last summer. Across our 3 high schools, over 3,000 students are served by Ready for Work each year. Suitland High School reported that 100% of their nursing and construction graduates passed certification tests and graduated with an industry-recognized credential as a result of the after-school tutoring that VPP supported. With the goal of expanding Ready for Work, we're in partnership with the County Council, strengthening the capacity of 8 local nonprofit organizations so that they can serve more young people. Tonight, we honor the leaders whom made Ready for Work very successful. Former County Executive Rushern Baker, Milton Peterson and his family, and Kaiser Permanente. Ready for Work is an ambitious initiative. Each of our honorees has been a critical partner in forging this collaboration. VPP thanks them for staying the course, for their belief in Prince George's County, and their vision and partnership in making Ready for Work a success. As Greater Washington changes, so do its needs. At VPP, we are always listening to our community. Their voices and their needs guide everything that we do. VPP goes deep. You can't expect big change if you just invest in the status quo. We invest in people, leaders, and the community, so together we can leverage our resources and our expertise to build better systems and strengthen the capacity of organizations that increase opportunities for our region's youth. And when we do it, those leaders and organizations can invest more time and energy into helping every young person open the doors of opportunity that have too long been closed to them. Then and only then can change in Greater Washington be sustainable. I want to thank you for joining us tonight to support the future of our young people, which in turn will make our region stronger. As VPP approaches 20 years, we appreciate those that have been with us, and for those that are new to us, please join us. You're going to see a video in just a few minutes, and it shares the story of Miles and Mackenzie Blagman, two graduating seniors that are a part of Ready for Work. Their story shows the powerful impact that we can make when we work together to transform the trajectory of young people's lives. Thank you again for being here and for supporting VPP.
My friends Mackenzie and Miles and their mother and grandparents are here tonight. Please join me in thanking them for sharing their story with us. As Ms. Blagman said, it takes a village to raise a child, and for VPP, its village is a network of partners that share vision and dedication to its young people of this community. Tonight, we recognize 3 partners for their support and commitment to VPP's Ready for Work initiative: the Honorable Rushern Baker, Peterson and the Peterson family, and Kaiser, Permanente. Prince George's County Executive Alsobrooks is an also important partner of the Ready for Work initiative, an honorary chair of tonight's events. She's here with us tonight to present our first honoree of the evening. Please join me in welcoming County Executive Alsobrooks.
Good evening, everyone. What an exciting evening we've had already tonight. Would you join me first, please, in thanking August Taylor? I think she's done a beautiful job this evening. I think she makes us all so proud, and I have to say to August, as I sat there, I just can't believe it. Her poise, I believe, is far beyond her years. You are truly amazing, August, and we are so proud of you. I also want to thank another phenomenal woman. I know that this is not why I was called here to the stage tonight, but it would really be a tragedy for me not to acknowledge Carol Thompson Cole, the person who's brought us here tonight, and to say how truly inspired I am by the work of Carol. Her humility is unbelievable. I think when you hear her, you forget that she's a woman who is just amazingly accomplished. She inspires me. I've watched her work over the years. It may not be well known that she started as an executive assistant in the district government, and by the time she finished there, she had risen to the rank of being the first female ever city administrator for the District of Columbia. She's a woman who has just been amazing for so many of us to watch, and so I want to thank Carol as well. And I'm so honored to be here tonight. I think this is an amazing occasion, and so I want to thank all of you and for what you do for the children of our community. It is my firm belief that we will be judged as a society by how well we care for children. And your presence here tonight, I believe, speaks volumes about the regard that we have for children, and it is just really important and so amazing. Organizations like Venture Philanthropy Partners is just critical to ensuring that all of our children have opportunities. Venture Philanthropy Partners, and I'm going to start saying VPP so I don't mess this up, supports our summer youth enrichment program in the county. And it is our summer jobs program, but it is so much more than a summer jobs program. This program we have about 3,000 youth that we've hired each summer in the program, and I have to tell you, this is an award-winning program. And this program generally hires about 3,000, but this year we decided to do something different with that and to increase it to 6,000 youth. And this program is one that we thought was so beneficial that we wanted to really ensure that many kids haven't had access to it. So recently we decided to do something different, to go out into the community on weekends to make sure that our kids could register, because we recognize that many of our kids do not have smart devices. Some of them don't have computers. And so we decided to go out to community centers and churches and libraries, and believe it or not, we thought we could register 6,000, and we have already exceeded 10,000 young people who have registered for the summer enrichment program. One of the occasions that we had at the Community of Hope to go out and actually be there in person to receive kids, we had about 250 kids show up on that Saturday, and there was a young woman that I wanted to share with you. I was kind of walking by when she stopped me and said, "Can I talk to you for a moment?" And she said, "I'm afraid of getting lost. Can you help me?" And I said, "Afraid of getting lost?" She said, "Yeah, I'm 19. I've dropped out of college and came back home. I'm not really employed, and I'm afraid that I'm going to get lost." And this young woman moved me so much. I had said to her, first of all, I can't believe the courage that it took for you to say that to me. But I assured her that she, in fact, would not get lost, and that was the reason that we had programs like the Summer Youth Enrichment Program. And what we've decided is during the summer we are, in fact, hiring her. She's going to work in our Office of Community Relations, and if all goes well, she will be offered a full-time position in that office. And so we are going to make sure that she will be well cared for. But that is why programs like Ready to Work are so critical, because they make sure that our children don't get lost. We can make sure that all of our children are college and career ready, and this is what Ready for Work does. It molds them into successful leaders and entrepreneurs of the future. These programs came about, and this is the reason that I was so thrilled to come here tonight to honor someone so special, talking about Ready for Work and also the Summer Youth Enrichment Program, where these were programs that were started by my dear friend and my predecessor, former County Executive Rushern Baker, who brought these programs to Prince George's County. Ready for Work, as you may know, currently serves over 3,000 young people per year. This is amazing. And the Summer Youth Enrichment Program, as I've told you, is continuing to increase. It is a program that has become award-winning, and it is just so critical that we have programs like this. But I want to tell you that, Rushern, we are so grateful for the strong foundation that you laid. I have only been in office now, it's a little less than 4 months, but every day I come to recognize more and more the power of your leadership. I believe that we are left in great hands because of you, and I just want to thank you for the wonderful foundation that you set, for the love and caring that you provided for so many of our youth. And I want to convince you that, you know what, we've got it, and we're going to keep moving it forward. And so Ready to Work is a program that we will continue to invest in. We are just so proud of the work that you have done. And I want all of you please to join me in congratulating former County Executive Rushern Baker for his leadership, his tireless dedication to making Prince George's County a great place for our youth to live and reach their goals. So Rushern, I think you come up at this point so that we can acknowledge you, looking to the side. But please help me, please, in congratulating our award winner this year, County Executive Rushern Baker.
First of all, I want to congratulate Milton Peterson and Kaiser Permanente for being honored this evening. It is certainly an honor of mine to be with them. You know, I haven't had to speak in a long time, County Executive. And, you know, my new handler is my daughter, Asia Baker, who said, "Dad, you only have 2 minutes. That's a hard stop." When you've been away from the mic for a long time, it's kind of... But I do want to start off and thank the county executive for her leadership. I was there yesterday when she received an award from Jack and Jill. And as I watched her speak and talk about her mom and her daughter, I almost started to cry. And so someone turned to me and they said, "Is that your child speaking?" Maybe the beard has to go. I said, I'm about to cry because the leadership of this county in the hands that it's in is exactly what I wanted. I am so happy and so proud that we are moving forward, that the county executive is going to take this place, this county, in a way that we never imagined. And I'm just blessed that I get the chance to see it. Give her a round of applause, please. I certainly, in these few minutes, want to thank VPP for coming to Prince George's County, and I'm glad the county executive talked about the leadership of Carol Thompson Cole, who is phenomenal. I also want to thank people who were part of my administration. Betty Francis, when we first started this, was the director and doing a great job. And then there's Brad Seaman, who helped shape the direction of this county, and anytime there was a difficult problem, I always called on Brad to deliver, and he did. And because of the program we do have, because of VPP, we have the program at Suitland and Oxon Hill and High Point High School, and that's great, and that's what we wanted. But the reason we wanted VPP to come to Prince George's County was to bring their talent, but also to start to build capacity for other nonprofits to work together to move this county forward. That's what they have done. That is what this program's about. That's why the county executive is so proud and continuing it. Their work has allowed me to keep a promise that I made when I was 29 years old and I just had my son, and my wife said, "Honey, you can't lose your job because we need the insurance." And I work for a nonprofit called People's Involvement Corporation. And that nonprofit, my executive director said, there's this great, fantastic program called Venture Philanthropy Partnership. I want you to go make us part of it. I said, I don't know who they are. She said, go and make us part of that. Well, it never happened. Now it has. Thank you. God bless.
One of the things I've learned through Ready for Work is that leaders in our community really do care. Please welcome Jim Estepp, President and CEO of the Greater Prince George's Business Roundtable.
Thank you, August. I want you to know that Steny Hoyer and I are Suitland High School graduates, and he's older than I am. He'll tell you that. It's an honor for me to be here tonight. And, 23 years ago, a man walked into the county council offices, and I saw him. And he was carrying under his arm the renderings of a vision of a place where visitors and community members could go to enjoy our county. And it would be a hub where businesses could thrive. And he had these renderings under his arm, and he knew that that vision was going to come to fruition. That man was Milton Peterson. And not only has he achieved that vision, as you can see out this lovely terrace behind us, he has brought something very special to this community. Because Milt believes that the community is special, that Prince George's County is worth betting on. Milt's the guy who says, what can I do to make things better? How can I make this work for the community? When he set out to build the National Harbor that we all know today, Milt wanted to give back to the people who live here and to make them a part of that process. He and the entire Peterson family wanted to ensure that it wasn't just his business interest that it built, but that it would be a foundation for a thriving community. The Peterson family understands that in order for a community to thrive, its young people need the skills, they need the resources and the support to realize that their potential can contribute to the community becoming even better as a result of their input. They invested in Ready for Work, collaborating with the county, with other business leaders and philanthropists, and with VPP to create opportunities and jobs for the people who live here. Commitment means investing in the future. It took 10 years from the time the Petersons got approval to officially open National Harbor. A decade of hard work, setbacks, and comebacks, because that's what commitment means. They are here for the long haul, and that's how Milt and VPP feel about Prince George's County youth and the Ready for Work initiative. They are investing in this county so that in 10, 15, and 20 years hence, when these young people grow up, they're going to be ready for work, ready to seize the opportunities and the jobs that will be blooming in this region. Everyone here tonight, you know this man, you know his family, you know what they've given to this community. Now it's time we let them know how much we appreciate their contributions. Please stand and congratulate Milt Peterson and the Peterson family.
You know, everyone here wouldn't be here if they weren't interested in being part of philanthropy. I have a way of thinking about philanthropy as an investment. When people invest, well, you invest your money in Wall Street, what are you looking for? You're looking for the return on your investment. When you're looking at where to give money in charity, in philanthropy, it's really the same idea. What is your return? Now, about 7 years ago, in 2000, my daughter Laurie runs our foundation. And she goes around and looks and sees what people do, what good the charity does. And she got very interested in VPP. I keep getting my words twixt. She came back to us and said, wow, what a fantastic program, what a fantastic people that are in the program. And she suggested to our foundation that we join in. And that was a big, big happening, because she and Carol got together, and it's like, bang, they said, let's move to Prince George's County. And that was when you came, Carol, in 2008, 12. Workplace right now is so much more sophisticated than it used to be. Workers they have to have more training. And if you don't have that training, you also don't have the confidence. So VPP, no more VPPs, they're going away. No, the workplace is so sophisticated now, it really is. It used to be very easy. Now there's so many things you have to do, IT, just more sophistication. And if you don't get it, you're not suited to be employed. And when you think about when people learn a job, they get started. And no matter what you get started in, you can gain, you can grow. And when you get people who have their first job, my first job was a dishwasher. It really was. And then I learned with my father how to use a shovel and a pick and a hammer. And at that point, I said, I'm going to learn. I'm going to be I'm going to be building things. But that's the same thing that happens with people for what you're working with. They gain confidence. They learn a position. Once you get started, it's so easy to grow. And that's the main part of getting ready to work. Just for example, how fabulous this region is. Little National Harbor, we employ 12,000 people. When you do the multiplier, you add about 2 times that, so there's about 30,000 jobs. Who's going to fill them? It has to be people who have training. And that's what we're talking about tonight. Training people, training our young people. And it's so fabulous that Rushern endorsed it. And to have our new county executive, Angela, she has come and taken over that position. So for all of you here tonight, a big thanks for coming, but stay involved, be involved. This is a good investment. We all look for good returns, and this is a good investment. Because as we help our youth, as we teach our youth, we're determining our future. Thank you very much.
Our final honoree embodies the definition of a supportive partner. Kaiser Permanente has been described as working to shape the future of healthcare. But here in Prince George's County, Kaiser is also helping to shape the future of young people by supporting initiatives like Ready for Work. I'd like to welcome Dr. Monica Goldson, Interim CEO of Prince George's County Public Schools, to tell us about Kaiser's commitment to the community.
Good evening. Thank you, August. I am so honored to be here tonight because you have an opportunity to meet some amazing students. I am honored and privileged that I get to work with 134,000 students every day. Students like August, Miles, and Mackenzie. And so it gives me great pleasure to talk about the village that Miles and Mackenzie's mom talked about in the video. I know their mom because it's the same village that helped to raise us, because we both graduated from the same high school in Prince George's County Public Schools. And she's an amazing mom because of that village. So congratulations to you. I'm honored to join VPP tonight to honor Kaiser Permanente for their investment in the Ready for Work initiative. Kaiser believes that engaging in communities helps them to better understand the needs of their community and ways that they can better support them. We see that belief in action through their partnership with VPP and all of the Ready for Work partners. Kaiser Permanente has hired students for the past 3 summers and has opened their doors for more students to come and experience the world of healthcare. They have invited my children, my 134,000 students, and those that represent Oxon Hill High School, Suitland High School, and High Point High School into the world of healthcare. They have allowed our children to be able to see what it's like from the classroom to the world of work. And they have helped them to see that their dreams can become reality. That's extremely important, because every day we work to make sure we cultivate in our children that the sky is the limit. Join me in thanking Kaiser Permanente for their commitment to Prince George's County Public Schools and VPP's Ready for Work initiative. Please welcome me in having Jill Feldon, the Vice President of Kaiser Permanente, come to the stage and share a few words.
Good evening, everybody. Before I begin, I just want to recognize and thank Carol Thompson Cole for her leadership and the incredible work that she and her staff do to change the trajectory of students and lives across the county. So thank you so much. I also want to recognize and thank former County Executive Rushern Baker. Your leadership has been extraordinary, and we so thank you for your commitment to our investment in the community. Thank you. And last, Milt Peterson, a real estate developer, for having great confidence in something that's not concrete. You get it? Concrete. Anyway. Yet, he had the potential to see what is deeply embedded in the lives of the people here and what a difference his work can make. So thank you so much to you. And I really want to thank the young people who we recognize tonight. They are incredible. August, Miles, Mackenzie, thank you. You guys are extraordinary. You are the future. You're the future of healthcare. You're the future of education. You are the future of our communities, and you are amazing people. Kaiser Permanente is so grateful and proud to be here tonight. We are deeply, deeply honored. As I look at this room of like-minded people, I, as a parent of 2 boys, including one who's a teacher, and I, who's somebody who believes in the power of philanthropy, am filled with a deep sense of hope, as I'm sure you all are, as we map a clear path forward. We're building something different here, something that's a model for the rest of the country. And that is our aim at Kaiser Permanente. It's really a calling, I guess, to collaborate with partners to create a climate of wellness in our communities, to ensure access to high-quality, affordable health care, and to make a difference for our future. The Ready for Work program is one of many efforts that we do in the community, and as we look closer into it, it's really more than a program or an initiative. It's about preparing our young people for the future that they want. It's about a mission to transform lives, to do something that's going to have a positive impact for years to come. And we're here because we have a shared vision, an understanding that education and opportunity have a staggering impact on the quality of one's life. They bring a great deal of lifetime opportunity and education, and at the end of the day, good jobs that mean good health. As you think about it, we learned that research has shown that if you get a high school degree, you are likely to live 10 years longer than somebody who doesn't have a high school degree. Think about that. What can you do in 10 years? Think about the moments that you have with family and friends. Think about the opportunities that you can achieve. Think about the dreams that you can build. 10 years means a lot. It was the Greek philosopher Seneca who first said that luck is when opportunity meets preparation. From our perspective, access to preparation and opportunity shouldn't be for the some, but it should be for all. Children who aspire to become independent adults, to meet their career goals, and to someday support families of their own should all benefit from luck. So while there are many things we cannot control, we know there are some things we can. We can prepare the future for our young lives. We can create opportunities for them, and we can make the future better for them and for all of us. So with that, let me just share how proud we are to be part of this work, this movement. This is the very best of who and what Kaiser Permanente is, and we thank you for letting us join you in this journey. We are indeed the lucky ones. Thank you.
Let's give another round of applause to each of these leaders for their commitment to VPP, Prince George's County, and us, the young people who are the future of our community. The leadership skills I've gained by being a part of Ready to Work taught me that I have to take risks. I've learned that failing is normal, just as long as you get up. And that's what has inspired me to decide that after I graduate on June 3rd, my next step will be to attend Clark Atlanta University this fall. Go Panthers! At first, the idea of moving away was a little scary. What happens if I fail? But then I remembered that Ready for Work has prepared me to enter the real world and to get back up when I fall and keep moving forward to pursue my dreams in being a film director in the film industry. Before we head off to enjoy our dinner and celebrating the rest of this evening, I want to welcome one last person to the stage to share some final thoughts. Please welcome Doyle Mitchell, President and CEO of Industrial Bank and VPP Board Member.
Thank you, August. And before I begin round remarks, can we have another round of applause for August, Miles, and Mackenzie? Won't you all come back to the stage for a picture, please? Miles and Mackenzie. On behalf of VPP, the board, the team, and the family of investors and donors, thank you all for joining us tonight and supporting this important work. Congratulations and thank you, Rushern, for all the work that you've done. And even if you did cut off the beard, I think Angela would still look like your daughter. Thank you, Mr. Peterson. I don't remember what year it was. I was invited to a Christmas party up at Oxon Hill Manor, and we looked down on nothing but trees, and all I could think about was, how in the world is he going to make this work? And you certainly pulled it off beyond all of our expectations, so congratulations. And finally, to Kaiser, congratulations for keeping my employees healthy, me healthy. The service delivery is fantastic, and I can go in there almost any time at night to take care of my health needs. My family has been part of the fabric of this region since my grandfather opened the first industrial bank in 1934. As a native Washingtonian who is now a proud Prince George's County resident, it's always been important to me to support this community, and in particular, our young people. I truly believe in the VPP model of raising capital to invest in nonprofits and networks. VPP is investing long-term and on a large scale. VPP combines that funding with top-notch strategic assistance. We know that isolated efforts by nonprofits, governments, or businesses will never be enough to solve the big problems affecting our young people across this region. VPP is the uniting force that is bringing these sectors together. Recently, a group of Ready for Work students visited Industrial Bank, actually 2 groups, to learn about careers in banking and finance. But even beyond that, the housing market, IT, and compliance. One piece of advice I gave them was that to reach your goals, you have to show up on time every day. Now, that is what we need to do for these young students. We have to show up for them every day. As you've already heard, VPP's strategy has yielded impressive results, but there's still a lot to be done. VPP is only able to invest in the community because of people. Maybe that's the 3rd P in VPPP. Because of people who share our vision and invest in VPP. Some donors marvel at VPP's business model. That's right, I said business model. There's a reason that we are called Venture Philanthropy Partners. It's because we take a business approach to providing assistance in a nonprofit environment. VPP conducts more due diligence in its potential target programs and organizations, and we expect outcomes and a return on investment. The reason I joined the board, other than Carol's constant prodding, was because of this unheard of and unique approach to philanthropy. While there is significant investment in resources in developing plans for building capacity and sustainability with potential partners on the front end, our rate of success and sustainability is higher on the back end. Isn't that how every entrepreneur approaches business investments? If you want to join us, you will have an immediate opportunity to donate at the tables outside the ballroom. Those funds directly support Ready for Work and our partnership with the county and these schools. I also challenge you to get involved long-term and on a large scale, just like VPP. Thank you very much and enjoy the evening.